Hey, how are you today? Welcome to Well Done Life with Daphne Smith. I'm super excited to be here with you today. I am going to have the privilege of welcoming a featured female. And as you can tell by my background, I'm coming to you on location from downtown Bentonville at Simple Machine. And hey, Karen, glad to have you here with us. Last week, my shout out, my moment of gratitude was for creatives. And thankfully, I'm blessed with a team of creatives because I'm not good at any of this tech stuff, right? I can come up with the ideas, but making it really happen, that's just not my gig. So last week when I gave my shout out to creatives, it was also my little bit of a tease as to my featured female this week. And my featured female is used to being very much behind the scenes. So today she's coming out in front of the camera, and I want to introduce to you Allie Morrison, Vice President of Simple Machine. Allie, come join me on camera.
Hello!
So everyone, this is Allie, and I really do. I want to thank you for being here because I know this is not your normal. So thank you for stepping out of your comfort zone because Allie has what I believe is a very inspiring story, regardless of your age. And it's important to me that you hear from somebody younger than myself, which is a lot of people, let's face it. The older I get, the more young people there are. But Allie, I think what she's done is something that a lot of women wish they had the courage to do. And part of why I wanted to have you on is for women who are your age group, if you will, but then also to encourage and maybe challenge some people who are a little older than that. But without giving away any secrets, because back in the day when I sold cosmetics, Mary Kay Ash said, if a woman will tell you her age, she'll tell you anything.
Oh.
So, yeah, I know. It's like, So we're not going to share your age, but she's officially a millennial. And yes, I'm old enough to be her mother.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I am. Anyway. But this is about Allie. This is not about me. And so I met Allie through networking. Mm-hmm. It's been like 2.5 years. Let's put it this way. Ever since my social media has been looking good and consistent, that's how long I've known Allie. So for those of you who haven't put the pieces together yet, Simple Machine is my social media management company. So when you see the professional looking posts, the posts that are consistent.
Yours looks so good too.
That's luck, honey. Y'all have skill. So on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook. In fact, my new, what is that thing called? The cover on my Facebook
Yes,
page?
your new Facebook cover.
Okay. Her team even took the photo for that. So shout out to Ashlyn, who's in the background. But I wanted you to meet Allie and hear a little bit about her story because Allie hasn't always been in the tech space. And you've been creative. You've been creative for some time.
Yeah.
But tell everybody, where did you get your start in creativity? What did you do first?
Yes, I actually went to cosmetology school and I learned everything I could about this trade to do hair. I really felt a pull to do something creative to help people with how they felt about themselves. And that's really where I started.
Right. And then Sean Morrison, her husband, is he officially like the president of the company?
He is. He is the president.
Okay. So when did you meet Sean on that journey?
Yes. So I was working, I was actually still in cosmetology school when I met Sean, and I saw his vision for Simple Machine. I learned about the agency, what he wanted to do, which was really filling this hole in this market. And it really pulled me into that direction, to help people look better, not only individually, but for their business too. And I think that really spoke to me and made me feel like, let's do this. Let's help other businesses in the area and fill that hole that we felt was there.
Right, right. So what I want people to understand today, while we're visiting and learning a little bit more about you, is that you started off on a certain path, going into the cosmetology world, and you invested time, You invested money. You had support from family. You had clients who depended on you. I mean, I have kind of a tongue-in-cheek joke that it's easier to find a husband than a good hairdresser. I mean, because let's face it, right? So you had people who were like dedicated and depended on you. And yet you got the courage to change your creative expression is how I would term it. Because y'all, there is creativity. It just oozes from here. And so you're still in the creative field. It's just a different application, right?
Absolutely.
And so you talked about helping people feel good about the way they look. That's what she's doing. That's what, hey, Joan, this is Allie.
Hi,
and
Joan.
She totally, because if I'm remembering correctly, Joan, you were in the cosmetology world as well. She has a book, Sacred Work in Secular Places. Joan, feel free to put it in the comments, especially if I messed up your title. But anyway, and hey, Deb, great to have you down. She's in Siloam Springs. So there are people literally all over the country right now chiming in to see you because I'm here every week and they haven't hopped on before. But anyway, it's all good. We're glad you're here today. That's what matters. Great to have you with us. So Allie's talking about that transition from cosmetology to computers.
Yes.
I mean, technically, right? And expressing your creativity in one format to help people look good, feel good about the way they present themselves. You're still doing the same thing. What was it like? Was there a certain moment where you realized, I'm going to make this switch and it's okay to do that? In other words, maybe you gave yourself permission to do that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I really had to do some serious soul searching because, like you said, I had spent all of this time and money and energy into perfecting this trade, building my clientele, really figuring out what I wanted to do. And then to jump into digital marketing was a little scary, I'm not going to lie, because it changes every day. It's something that you have to learn constantly and keep yourself educated on. And so I was pretty terrified, but I think really it was just because I felt this pull and I knew that I wanted to do something for myself and that will help others and help me grow and help a business grow, you know, and I felt just it was just kind of a turning point, I guess. I guess giving myself permission was really like, you know, just do it. Just go and give it a shot, you know?
Yeah. And did you run into some naysayers along the way?
Oh, absolutely. Because with hair, in the hair industry, a lot of times it's, you know, oh, they just do hair. You know, there's not too much going on up here or whatever it may be. But it was good because I got to challenge myself and push myself and prove to others that I could become a vice president of a marketing agency, and it's possible. And people in my hometown probably think it's crazy that I'm doing this, to be totally honest, but it's so worth it.
Yeah. So speaking of worth it, Simple Machine has earned some pretty significant recognition. And so recently, the Bentonville Chamber of Commerce recognized your company. Share everybody how Simple Machine was recognized.
Yes, so we were recognized as the Main Street Business of the Year. And then Sean Morrison, the president, was also recognized for Business Owner Under 30. So, and he also just got 40 Under 40 too, but they haven't released that yet.
Okay, so don't tell anybody. Okay. But you heard it here first, okay? So, Simple Machine, y'all are rock stars.
We started with a team of 2, just Sean and I, in the smallest office. You couldn't even open the door without hitting my desk. And now we have a team of 9 in downtown Bentonville, right off the square, and we get to work with great clients like you, Daphne, and it's just really awesome. You know, we couldn't have asked for a better space and a better industry, really, for us. Yeah.
And I think what's exciting is that you are constantly challenged to grow. And that's, as you mentioned, that's what this industry is about. It is constantly changing. And so you are constantly learning, constantly refining your skills. And I saw that Karen shared in the comments, you felt the fear and did it anyway. And that's what I know some of these women who are plugged in and who are watching and who will watch the replay of this.
She ran it for almost 10 years.
Joan, yeah. See, I my memory
That's
still
amazing,
sharp. It may be
Joan.
silver on the outside, but it's firing on all cylinders on the inside. So yeah, Joan is a rock star,
That's
Cajun sister.
awesome.
And she is adorable, isn't she? But she'll get embarrassed, so don't say anything. But I want to go back to Karen's comment. You felt the fear and did it anyway. So I know a lot of these women who've tuned in, and some of them have already transitioned. Some of them are transitioning. There will be women who watch the replay of this, and they're thinking, I'm too young. I don't have enough experience, which you said you ran into.
Yes.
Right? Because let's face it, millennials, often it's a well-deserved bad rap, but often it's not. Okay?
Absolutely,
I mean, I'm the mother of some millennials, and so, hey, shout out to millennials. But you've got some people who are thinking, I'm too young. I don't maybe have the experience, the credentials, the authority. Then on the other end of the spectrum, you've got the women who are saying, I'm too old.
Yeah.
Why even bother? So I think there's probably a common thread there between those two mindsets. And so what would you share? What would you maybe a couple words of encouragement to, just like Karen said, feel the fear and do it anyway, but why?
I just think life's too short, and I think that if you feel a pull or you feel that you should be doing something else, or you could see yourself, succeeding in another trade or another career or whatever it may be, I think it could surprise you to see where you could end up, because my life has changed drastically just by switching my career. And, I'm living in a whole nother place. I'm with all of these other people, and it really has changed my life for the better. And I would say to go for it. If you feel that and you feel the passion for it, life's just too short to let it pass you by, I feel like.
Yeah, it really, really is. And I know people who are daily dying inside. And the reason they're doing it is because there's a piece of paper on a wall somewhere that says, you have earned an education in blank.
Right.
That means you are relegated to this title, this position, this industry until you no longer have breath, or you retire, whichever comes first. Right? And unfortunately, sometimes it's the latter. So like Karen said right here, you figured out the trick. Start before you feel ready. Great insight, Karen, right? Because you didn't, That's
so true. I definitely was not ready when I jumped ship and started with Sean. I was just like, here we go. Let's get on this train and see where it takes us, and it's just been a blessing ever since.
Yeah. And for those people who are maybe in one career and considering something else, let's say worst case scenario, it didn't work out. You have that other career you can go back, right?
You can always fall back on that.
You can go back to that if that's the case. But I love how you shared that, Karen, about doing it before you feel ready.
Yes.
Feeling the fear, because we are going to feel fear.
Absolutely.
People who've watched me for a while know that, I'm a woman of faith, and the Bible addresses fear 365 times. There's 365 days in a year. It's normal to feel fear every day of the year. And what are you going to do about that? And for someone like yourself, you said, what the heck, fear? I'm coming for you. I'm doing it anyway.
And we get so many clients here who, work for maybe a corporate company, but they want to start their own business. So they come here and we help them get started to do their own thing, their own vision, their own dream. And that's just kind of another thing, I think, where they're stepping out of that career and into something for themselves,
Yeah,
it's really empowering, cool. I feel like.
Yeah, I love that. And so I want to give Simple Machine a little deeper plug, okay? So social media, websites, what else?
We do SEO.
What is SEO for somebody who may be watching this?
SEO is search engine optimization, and what that is where we can do on-page or off-page, just depending on what your needs are. And what that does is it's when someone's searching in Google, those keywords and those phrases are what we use to put them into your back end of your website, so that way your website is more likely to come up by those phrases. We also do AdWords. We're a Google partner, so we can handle the ads that you see in search and in display, also on the Weather Channel, on YouTube, the little ads that you see play before the videos. We can do those as well. We also do photography and videography. What else?
Pretty much, if it is
anything online, we can
digital,
really help you with.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. And
billboard design.
What I love is that, and I've heard this, and again, anybody who watches this either live or the replay, don't be sending me hate mail, okay? I don't want to hear from the haters. Just hear my heart in this. It is nice to be able to walk into somebody's office who I can relate to, who is local, who understands me, who I can understand, okay? It's not like I'm calling some 800 number in another country, in another time zone. And I mean, okay, right? Y'all get what I'm saying, okay? So for those of you who are watching who are local, check them out, because I see Carrie just joined us, and she's local. She's up in Bella Vista.
Hi, Carrie.
Deb is in, like I said, Siloam Springs.
Awesome.
Joan's in New Orleans. So what if Joan wanted to work with you? Can you?
Yes.
I mean, Joan's from New Orleans. She doesn't live there right now, but
I was about to say
anyway.
Party.
Yeah. What if somebody like Joan or somebody like Karen?
Absolutely. We can do everything mobile too.
Let's see. She's got to go. But yes, she's awesome.
That's
She'll
so
get back.
Nice. It was nice meeting you, sort of, Joe.
So yeah, you guys have a lot in common. But before we hop off, because I want to honor your time, and I really appreciate all that you have done for my branding, and for giving up some of your time to be here and encourage other people. Is there one final word of encouragement? Like your logo, it says, I'm looking over here at the banner. Okay. Simple Machine. It's simple. We want your business to grow. You're also helping individuals grow. And so is there some kind of little tie-in or encouragement that you just want to leave with as we say goodbye? Because if not, I've got a harder question for you.
I think I would just say, to really push yourself, if you want to see yourself somewhere, anything that you put your mind to, I believe that you can achieve. And I think that really goes to show just for myself, because if you knew, me before this, you would never think that I would be in this situation. And so I just think, if you put your mind to it and work hard enough for it, you can achieve it, whatever you want. So very good. So believe in yourself. Yes. Believe in yourself. Do it before you're ready. Feel the fear. Because you'll never feel ready. Okay. So you'll never. Wow, I'm glad she said it, because obviously I can't. I'm just done, obviously. You're never going to feel ready. You just get started. Yeah. Right? Just get started. So that is Well Done Life today with Allie Morrison, Vice President of Simple Machine. Girl, they're sending you some love. They so definitely cute. Are. And hey, Leah, how are you? You've got to go back and watch the whole video, because this gal is a rock star, and Ruthie just joined us, and Ruthie's got a good story of her own as well. So people are hopping on just as we're getting ready to hop off, but I want y'all to be sure and go to the YouTube channel, Well Done Life Daphne V. Smith. It will also be posted on the Facebook page as well, because Allie is a wealth of information and encouragement. This is somebody I know. Jade, yes, she works at Paschal. Very cool. Paschal Heating and Air. Okay, there's another shout out for a local company, Paschal Heating and Air. Obviously, your marketing is good, because I know that. I mean, I know them. So very cool. Great to meet you, Jade. Glad you could join us. But y'all, this has been a great interview with Allie, who used to be behind the scenes. I mean, as far as like standing behind you and fixing your hair and expressing creativity in that avenue, helping people feel good about themselves. Now she's the vice president of Simple Machine, and they have a team, and it's truly a team. They all work together. It is a great synergy here. A team of 9 people who anything digital, from websites to social media, etc. They're crushing it. Top 30 of under 30. And then if you go back and watch the whole thing, those of you who just tuned in, you'll see a little secret announcement that we did, but don't tell anybody else, okay? Yeah. So thank you for joining us today. That's so fun to see everybody. Wasn't this cool? See, this is what I like to do. We should do this more. I'm here every Wednesday. I'll be honest, Allie was a little hesitant,
because again, she's used to being behind the scenes. And I said,
Yes.
come on, I want you to get out in front. I want people to see what's going on and who you are. So thank you all for joining us today.
Aw.
Remember that today and every day, you can live a well-done life if you feel the fear and do it anyway, and you do it even before you're ready. So let's just say bye for now, okay?
Okay.
Bye for now. She may be back.